3, 2, 1, rolling.
Let's go.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
This is Tatsu.
This is Yuta.
So we're in Sapporo right now.
Where's Sapporo?
Sapporo in Hokkaido. Super cold, minus 10 degrees Celsius, snowing.
It's the northern part of Japan.
Northern part of Japan, and really famous for a lot of stuff. Nature mainly.
Susukino.
Susukino is like a
Snow.
downtown area of Sapporo, and we're here for work basically.
Yesterday we had a big event.
Yeah, event. And it was such a great event. And that was the last event of the 2024, which was quite nice. So today, before we start this, Yuta-san,
Me?
could you tell me like what this channel is about?
So this channel is called
Slow Starters.
Starters.
Yes.
The concept of the show is basically no matter how old we are
Mm-hmm.
or how late it is,
Mm-hmm.
we can start anything
Mm-hmm.
at any time.
At any time.
So that's why we call it slow starters.
Yep.
So you can start anything at any time. That's the concept of the show. Let's go.
Great. So today we would like to talk about some sort of like a reflection of 2024.
Reflection.
Yes. Sorry. Reflection. Yes. So we have prepared 5 or 6
Questions, okay.
So we can ask.
Should
one each.
Yes.
And then let's reflect what our 2024 was like.
Okay.
All right. So the first question, Yuta-san, is
Didn't.
how would you sum up your 2024 in one sentence?
One sentence.
Yeah. How do you say it?
New start.
New start. Okay.
New start.
Could you elaborate a little bit?
New start. So this year, basically in 2024,
Mm-hmm.
I think there are many changes, right,
Mm-hmm. In your life?
in my life.
Mm.
And by the way, 2023 was kind of bottom. I had many hardships,
Mm-hmm.
challenges. So 2024, I wanted to change, and also I wanted to achieve many things. So for example, as I shared in this podcast,
Mm.
I had to pass my agent license.
Yeah.
And I studied a lot. And I mean a lot.
Yeah.
I mean a lot.
Okay. A lot. Okay.
Right. So, but yes, it's good to accomplish, the exam. I mean, passing the exam.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean anything, like it's just got the license. I just got the license.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's. You mean like, it's not like you accomplished everything that you wanted
exactly
by getting the license. Yeah.
License is basically driver's. It's same as driver's license.
Yeah. You have to use it.
Use it, and I have to drive it. I have to go some other destination,
Mhm.
right? So it's still the process anyway. But I changed the job and pursuing this career and dream and so on. So it continues, right? So that's why it's a fresh start.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's basically one word.
Interesting.
New start.
Okay, my turn. If I have to sum up my year 2024 in one sentence, I would say hopeful year.
Hopeful.
Hope. I have felt hope.
Why? Why did you think?
So basically, it's been tough mentally, emotionally.
When?
This year.
This year, okay?
Yeah. And but I did not give up on facing those challenges.
Yeah.
I did a lot of journaling. I started seeing counselor, and I have listened to a lot of different podcasts. Started reading a lot of books about how to understand my heart, my way of thinking.
Yep.
Right. And what kind of person I want to become. So even though I had a lot of I wouldn't say depressions, but very negative emotions. I stood up and keep working on myself, and I finally felt a little bit of hope. Like I wouldn't, it's like you see a lot of like a thick clouds, like in the sky, but all of a sudden you see a light coming from this, the sky, which is the sun. Yeah. So I would call it like hopeful light.
Got it.
Yeah. So I'm quite excited for what's coming next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
So
keep it going.
Yeah. Let's do this. What made you happiest in 2024?
Yeah. It basically, we recorded this podcast in Japanese, before.
Yeah, I mean, basically 30 minutes before.
Yeah, as I said, I had many, happy moments in this year.
Yeah.
Many life events.
Yeah.
So it's hard to choose one for sure.
Yeah.
But if I have to, or not best maybe, but just like remember or anyway. So I thought what I said in Japanese. So maybe I might say different
doesn't
things.
Matter. It doesn't matter.
Anyway,
yeah. What made you happiest? Yeah, what is your happy, like the one of the happiest moments?
Yeah. I talked this in our podcast, but Taiwan, Taipei.
Yeah.
Trail run.
Yeah.
I would say that, and then I was not expecting to cry when I finished.
Yeah.
That's like strange feelings and then a reaction. Because I don't cry, usually, right? But as I said before, I was really going through, many challenges and hardship, and I had to pass my agent license
exam.
Exam basically, and I had the pressure, but I just wanted to throw out everything in Taipei and left there.
All the negative feelings.
Exactly. So after finishing that trail, 40 kilometer in the mountain, 2,400 like particles or like that. It was tough for sure, and I felt feeling of accomplishment. And next moment, like I was like crying, but at the same time, I felt I achieved it, and now what? Like I had the feeling of like, okay, what's next? Like motivation kind of came from this experience, just finishing the trade, and I feel okay now. I want to try trade in Korea, 6 kilometers. So 60 kilometers I have never done. 30 or 40 kilometers, yes, I have done. So I want to try 60 kilometers. And then maybe next year, Mont Blanc. One of the like the
2026?
2026, yeah. So that was my happiest moment or event, yeah.
I remember, like, when you told me about when you were just sharing the feeling that you had, like, when you reached the goal after almost like a 50K.
50, in my like measure like watch 54, 56
Yeah, well,
kilometer.
so around 50K. I remember like, your face is still your face is still not still your face became really, I would say like like not pressured or just like super positive, like your voice, the tone is like it sounds very exciting, right? And then your eyes are like sparkling. So I still remember that. And how'd you feel? Like, it's been what, like a month?
Yeah.
Right? A month ago. How'd you feel now? Do
Now
you still have the same like kind of like excitement or sense
no,
of accomplished?
I think now it's much calm for sure. Like, after finishing the race, maybe 1 week or 10 days, I was like, getting high and, still enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
I was enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
But now much calm. And then, for example, I haven't trained much, as much as I was doing for the preparation.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So now I have to move on to next milestone so that I can start basically run or training.
Right. Yeah. That's good. That's good. I mean, you're also like you're looking very motivated as well. It's more like you're convinced yourself.
Yes.
By yourself that like you can do this, you can accomplish this, that you can overcome this like challenges and stuff, right? So now you look very confident.
After finishing
I mean, you look hungover. Like you have hungover, but you
you
look very confident.
We had a shot and then yesterday, but after finishing a race, I felt the importance of the project.
Okay.
Having the project is important
in your life.
Yeah, to inspire or to get motivated. It's having like basically the milestone or direction you need to know. So project will give that, right?
Yeah.
So that is why I want to try next year more project.
Okay.
I call it trail run or triathlon or any physical challenges or mental challenges. It's project.
With that said, I already applied for the triathlon in 2025 in April, which is like 2 days after my birthday. I'm quite excited, but I also wanted to do the Jeju Islands triathlon. But well, I mean, I wouldn't challenge like 40K or whatever. I'll probably do 20K because I have butt knees. And I also wanted to do triathlon, the other triathlon in around Mount Fuji.
When is it?
September.
Oh, maybe I can try.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
we can definitely talk about it in next year for sure.
Yeah,
because like, I already
plan.
Well, the thing is, we can start applying for the triathlon in June.
Yeah.
So I already set an alarm, like
nice.
A notification.
One quick question.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Okay. What did you forget?
Okay. Now I remember.
Okay.
Why you choose the triathlon in April, which is closer to your birthday, like, or like, what is your expectation, like? Because I did the same thing, after finishing my exam, 1 week, just in like 3 days or something like that, I put to this Taiwan trail run, and I had a kind of intention for that. Like, I wanted to put all negative emotions or stress, everything, just left there, leave there, right? So that was my intention. So I'm sure birthday is kind of milestone and the important thing. You just think about it like, oh, maybe this is close to my birthday, blah blah. Maybe I should do this, or how I should approach this. The kind of thinking behind, if you have it.
So I would say there are two reasons. One reason is definitely like, after, so I'm turning 35 next year, which is like,
let's go.
Almost like, wow, 30s. Time flies. But 35, and of course it doesn't have to be 35, but what I learned from the last experience is that like challenging something really hard or something really challenging, difficult, definitely helped me grow a lot, both physically and mentally. And I thought like, challenging the triathlon right after the birthday will probably give me a lot of good lessons. Yeah. So that's why I chose to challenge the triathlon again. Try triathlon again around April. That was my one of my thoughts. But the other reason is that I always wanted to do the one in Ishigaki Island, which is like one of the remote islands in Okinawa.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do it, and they opened their the form of application, so I definitely like applied immediately after the gate was open.
It's hard to get the.
It's quite popular actually.
Right.
So
Spot.
it will be the ticket will be sold out quite soon. So I set an alarm, and that was around like 12 p.m. of one of the days in February, and as soon as like the gate was open, I just opened the website and I just bought the ticket and applied. Yeah, so I'm quite excited for two reasons. Yeah.
Don't worry, I will do the podcast interview for you before or after.
Yeah. What made me happiest in 2024? There's so many things.
Yes. It's good. So many things.
So many things. Yes. More than unexpected.
Yeah.
But if I have to pick one, I would say the relationship between my parents and I have improved.
Yep.
A lot compared to last year. Of course, I have a good relationship. I maintain a good relationship with my parents, but especially with my mom, I always I tend to confront something like over stupid things and make it like a huge deal, right? So it's quite a weird relationship with my mom, but although we're very close, it was really hard to communicate like in a healthy way. When we talk about like deep stuff, like about life or about depression or about emotion, like about something emotional. But this year I changed my mind. I changed my tactic, because I remember like on the 2nd of January, which is my dad's birthday, we had a huge fight. And I remember I remember when I saw my dad watching like outside through the window, it looked so sad.
Oh man.
So I had to calm myself down, and I went to the gym and I start listening to the podcast about like adult children, or like a mental, like why basically my traumas. Do I have traumas or not? And then there's like one of the episodes that I listened to was the trauma inherit like 7 generations. And I start thinking about what kind of trauma my mom has, and then we have we have a couple of similarities. And I was also pretty much influenced by her personalities and everything. So when I started understanding myself more, I start being able to understand my mom's personality too. Then that becomes like acceptance of who she is, who I am. So we haven't had any huge arguments this year. Maybe once or twice, but that's quite rare. Right. So that's something that I am really happy about in 2024, because parents, it's the time that we can spend together is limited, as you said, all the time, always. So I just want to cherish the time with my parents or my family, or even the loved one, friends included, of course. That's that. Okay.
Great.
How about what was this question? What was the hardest thing that you went through in 2024? On the other hand,
So as I said, I went through many changes,
yeah,
and I don't know, like basically career wise, life, everything.
yeah,
Um, there's no like right or wrong, right?
yeah,
But maybe in Japan or I don't know any other country, same. People tend to for other people, right? That's the easiest way, and sometimes it's difficult to be, to be different or apart from crowd. So sometimes feeling like isolated or it's easy just to follow what people doing or what people understand, but in my case, like I wanted to pursue my dream, for example being agent, pursuing career in sport. So that made me sometimes put pressure, and there's no, as I said, right or wrong. So always have to challenge or invent things or create things.
yeah,
So that was hard, basically, because there's no answer and then it's not stable. You have to think you have to think. You cannot just like ask people and get the answer, right?
yeah,
So that was hard. For example, no like consistent monthly salary or working hours, day off, and everything is maybe you can choose, right? So that was, I mean, hard, but at the same time it's challenging. It's challenging, but interesting, and it's fun as well.
Okay.
But like I was feeling like, oh, I have to push a lot,
Yeah,
all the
I
time.
remember like I probably see yourself as a person who has a very stoic personality in one way. I mean, like you eat ramen, you can eat ramen every day.
I love ramen.
So in terms of discipline, of course, like especially in terms of food and stuff like that, that's different. And then I would, it's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah.
Like I was just like half joking about it, but I consider yourself as a very stoic person. You always put your pressure
Yeah.
towards yourself. Why would you do that? Why? What? Like of course, like giving you pressure is sometimes motivates you a lot,
Yeah.
right? What's your goal after that? Like, what do you want to achieve?
I mean, like in my life, I want to achieve many things.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, maybe I shared this. Life is limited, and I wanna have the happiest moment as much as possible.
Yeah.
And time is limited, right? So in limited time, I have to. I feel I have to make actions a lot.
Yeah.
Then like I feel feeling of like accomplishment or learning things along the way and share the moment with friends. That's like fulfill life. I feel that way. So that is why I want to take actions. I want to try new things. I want to share things with my friends. So that is a kind of motivation. It's not like one single answer, but I want to have that. How can I say, the condition, situation, where I feel constantly, trying things and learning, and maybe sometimes fail, but sometimes accomplish, and that's like life experience, right? And I want to share that moment with my friends or family.
Yeah.
So just I'm chasing that lifestyle. or situation conditions. Yeah.
And you're chasing the feeling.
Am I
of,
answering that question?
Yeah, of course. Okay, that's cool. Me, hardest thing. I think the hardest things that I went through this year was, I would say, rejection from something that I really cared. I have cared. I wouldn't. I'm probably not going to go much
Deeper.
on that, but there are a few moments I felt the rejection. And by rejection, I meant, I've, spent so much time on that, and I got rejected. So it was really hard to accept the reality. Oh shoot, did I just waste all those years, or did I just waste these things that I was trying so hard? So I saw a lot of barriers in my own mind, and it was really hard to accept those. That was the hardest things in 2024. Of course, I didn't give up.
How did you get through it?
I still haven't completely
got it,
but I, the one thing I'm trying to do is to accept my own value. And try to work on myself, which is understand what kind of desires or what kind of things I want to do, or what kind of person I want to become. I think that's the very beginning. So that was how I was still struggling completely, but
it's on the process.
It's on the 100%. So it's still ongoing.
But just seeing you, talking with you in this podcast, I have seen you went through many challenges, but at the same time, you're growing for sure. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
Appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. No, I think for 2025, which is the next question, but I guess I should be able to recognize my own value on my own. I always so depending on what other people think about me, So it's really hard. It's one of the biggest challenges is that I'm not a type of person who can understand my own value or recognize my own values. So for next year, maybe I hope it's gonna be a little better. Anyway, the next question is dating. What made you feel like you grew the most?
It's a difficult question, but you wanna go first? No, I'm joking.
I can.
What was the question? What was the?
What made you feel like you grew the most?
Oh yeah.
Year?
So that's that's passing the exam. That's the biggest challenge in this year. That was my goal. And after passing the exam, I felt okay. I put all effort, hard work for this exam, and I reached this milestone, passing the exam, getting licensed as agent. I felt, now I can trust myself again. I felt I can do it when I seek something. My target or my goal. If I will pass it. So that was a really single concept or answer. If I say it, I can work hard and I can get it. this kind of thinking way, you cannot feel, you cannot think, every day. All the time, I mean, each time when you reach this milestone, only that time you can feel it, right? So I could feel that, by passing the exam. So that was the kind of moment I felt, okay, I'm doing right, and I just have to continue to do it, and I'm growing by doing it.
I think from what you just said,
Yeah.
I think it's extremely important to know, like, what you have gained,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And also recognize your own values,
Yeah.
especially related to something
Yeah.
what I just said too. So I guess like every time you achieved your goal, you becoming more confident in yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confidence to trust myself. Yeah.
Confident to trust yourself.
Yeah.
So you confident enough to trust yourself. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said that before, like, you have to trust, or you have to respect yourself, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And it's not easy, I think. But if you, like, what did you say? Your word, like, keep your promise. You make a promise to yourself, and you deliver, the promise.
Yes,
that kind of thing you mentioned before, right?
Something related to our guest Naoki, the athlete. So basically, you have to take care of yourself, because you're also, like, you're the only human being.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say only human being, but you're the most important person in the whole world, because at the end of the day, you're the only person who can trust yourself.
Yes.
So basically, if you keep, let's say, breaking your own the promise that you made to yourself, meaning you're betraying yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to.
Then you lose the
confidence. It becomes like a negative spiral.
Yeah.
Like it becomes like a domino. Like you start hating yourself, disliking yourself, and you start not comfortable with believing yourself, and then people actually can tell you're not confident because you don't trust yourself.
Yeah.
And then become less confident, less and less. So that's something what I said.
So exactly that's what I felt by accomplishing this exam this year.
So that means, like, I guess I think it makes sense, because when you said, like, you want to keep running because you want to trust yourself more by achieving, like, keeping your word, right? Okay, that makes sense. To me,
your turn.
What made me
you
feel like I grew the most this year? So I think I'm gonna be talking about answering this in terms of my mental conditions, or emotional growth. I would say like everything. So basically, controlling my emotion. I was able to control my emotion a little bit better than last year, which is like a huge difference. So let's say the first emotion, like surprised or happy or whatever happens, like you feel the emotion right after the thing happened. You feel something, right? But you cannot control it. But then how you respond to it is your choice. It's based on your, like, what you do, how you want to think about it. So let's say when I feel very sad or depressed or lonely, I can stay feeling. I can keep feeling the same, like having the same emotion, but I don't want to be like that. I want to feel more motivated. I want to feel fulfilled. Like I want my life to be fulfilled, right? So what I do is keep telling myself, hey, you know what? Like no feeling is final.
No feelings final.
No feeling is final. One of my favorite quotes.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. So then I start feeling, I become a little bit different, like a better in a way, become more positive. Hey, you know what? This is not the end of the world.
Yeah.
You know, you can just keep going. You just like, you know, start walking towards, towards, you know, for being present. You know, that's why I started. Again, I started started seeing counselor again a few months ago, and those thing is something I wouldn't do like in 2023, but I did it. So that's I would say that's one of the growths that I can feel. Yeah,
more control.
More control, but it's not enough. So
yeah,
I want to keep doing that for sure.
Good.
Yeah. On the flip side, what do you regret or feel unsatisfied about?
So this year I spent a lot for myself.
Yeah.
For example, studying, right?
Yeah.
Or doing my project.
Yeah.
But I felt I could do better in terms of spending time more with my, you know, parent and family, and also I have brother too. I mean, compared to last year or the before, I'm spending more time, but I feel it's never
too much.
So in that sense, I could do more for sure.
Yeah.
So next year I wanna try to spend more time with family and friends. Also, one of my idea for next year.
Yeah.
I wanna create more programs or project.
Okay.
To participate. Participation is a kind of keyword. So meaning, for example, 150-kilometer challenge we did
this year, yeah.
Or triathlon with you, or trail run Taipei trip with Naoki. I'm sharing the moment with my friends or family, challenging together, learning together, you know, feeling happiness or sad together. So I think that makes me happy, or, you know, like satisfied with my life. So next year I want to create more like a project that I can share with my friends, like or family, and spend time more. And I saw some like Instagram reel or YouTube, you know, sort of video from creator or influencer. He was saying basically in a year, 14 days, he will block out time, you know, schedule time, and create a project, and make a team, and make a plan and strategy. And for example, you know, crossing the continent by bicycle with 10 friends. You invest money, you put preparation time, a lot, you know, effort, and then you do this physically emotionally challenging, you know, adventure, and that makes you feel this life. Life is good. So I want to create this kind of project more. So maybe maybe that could be a triathlon or a trail run. So I want to try 60-kilometer trail in Jeju Island in Korea. So
I think we can be more specific about like you know, what we want to do. Like, you know, maybe we can try planning some new challenges next year, and we can just talk about it on this, like on this channel. Like could be like 100 kilometers bike. Not bike is easy, 100 kilometers, but you know, like walk challenge, or with
Or
1,000 kilometers bike challenges or whatever.
climbing
yeah.
mountain.
Climbing mountains, or I think I think you're so right about like sharing the feeling that we have in the process of achieving something,
Yeah.
like achieving goals. It's not only make it will not only make us proud,
Yeah.
but also it will give us a lot of provides a lot of I wouldn't say a lot, but like a huge bond
Yeah.
between people,
Yeah.
like among people that
And
we
feel
together,
alive,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I think sharing those moments are quite like inspirational and motivate, like,
Yep.
becomes like a huge motivation to,
Yeah.
okay, what are we gonna do next? So, and that creates like a really good cycle
Yeah.
in a way. Yeah. So I agree with that. Hi.
Let's go.
My
Yours?
regret or fear. I think I have wasted so much time by watching Instagram reels.
Oh.
I love memes and stuff, so and then I always
do
send it
sometimes
to
too.
always send it to some sort of friends, and then we share love, which is
Yeah.
something that we
I
just
do
talked
too.
about, but
Different way,
in
nah?
a different way, of course. It's not unhealthy. Well, I wouldn't say
It's
too unhealthy, but it's not. Yeah. So I lost my control.
Yeah.
Like I always crave for like dopamine, because it's easy to get, like those kind of like
Get addicted.
addiction. Yeah, I mean, and having addiction means there's something wrong with my brain. So if I can control it, I know I want to know. I want to learn how to control it. Meaning I need to learn or study. Okay, what's missing in my life, and I can, so that I can understand myself more. Yeah, it was quite bad though. I just opened the Instagram around like 10 p.m. Okay, I guess I can just watch like some of the reels, and then next moment it's like 3 a.m.
Oh, dude.
Like, what the
that's
heck?
too long. Black
Black
iPhone.
Yeah, I use the app to regulate the time of the app that I can use, but I deleted it.
But sometimes I watch Netflix like a binge.
I mean,
Like,
Netflix is
9 episodes straight away.
what kind of? But okay, what kind of shows that did you watch?
Anything
Like in that
Japanese drama, or like Korean movie and drama.
If there's a purpose, let's say I watch documentary because there are a few reasons. One is like I want to learn the techniques, or like how to create the storyline, which is like something related to what I do for work. And the other one is, I want to know like what kind of emotion I have after watching this show, for example. Like documentary is something I always watch and stuff. But sometimes I watch like Kardashians.
Yeah.
Well, Kardashians,
Yeah.
not mainly, but when I Love Is Blind and something like that, I wouldn't like it, but it's just because like an interview style is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Of course, sometimes I was like, oh, this episode might be like
Yeah.
quite interesting, but I always have a purpose of doing that. But Instagram Reel, oh man, I think it's a matter of self-control.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
in that
you keep wanting more.
yeah.
You keep wanting the
Out of control
stimulation.
is
Stimulation that it's like a masturbation, you know? Like you feel good.
Yeah.
You laugh,
Yeah.
and then you crave more
Yeah.
of it, which is
But maybe you relaxed.
no, I'm not. I like, especially
I'm a CM for sure.
yeah.
No, relax.
Well, no, I my brain definitely gets influenced by that, especially right before you go to bed. You like when you watch it, when you look at this phone screen.
Yeah. It's bad. I know.
It's such an unhealthy activity, but I can't stop it. So for 2025, if I can do that, I can be more confident. I can use more time, my time more effectively. That and then that leads to something good. If I can start something like new, for example, if I start Spanish class or something.
Yeah.
No, I mean learn. If I start learning Spanish, or
Yeah.
learn how to cook
Yeah.
more, or keep making yourself busy.
Maybe we can do some project to control ourselves.
That's true.
For example, money. Yes.
Finance.
Yeah, finance. Like I don't know, bail credit card somewhere.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
put in a local room or like a credit card, everything. And
That's true.
1 week trial or 1 week challenge.
That's
1 month
true.
challenge. Or
delete the Apple Pay. Yeah.
don't eat ramen. I would be dead, but
God, that's so easy for me. But don't watch Instagram Reels.
I'm gonna delete the Instagram then.
I can't because I use it for work too.
Yeah, I know.
That's an excuse, huh?
But
yeah,
it's good.
I think
that's
we can keep talking about that.
Yeah, right.
It's fun. And it's gonna be meaningful as well.
Yeah.
One last question. Dude, how would you spend your time in 2025? How would you make your 2025?
So it's similar to what I said,
Yeah.
and what I said just right now.
Yeah.
I wanna create a project to get people participated. Challenge.
Yeah.
So this credit card challenge, or I don't know, triathlon, and also I wanna share the time with my friends and family.
That's true.
Yeah. So create a project to get people participated and keep me, motivating.
Yeah. Very, very, very similar to me. Because one of the best things happen in 2024 is to feel that I'm loved by my friends and family. They all tell me I'm growing. I think I'm keep changing in a better way, which is a huge comfort, and I really appreciate that, all those words. So for 2025, I wanna pay back or pay forward.
Pay forward.
Yeah, pay forward to the people or my friends, or whoever that I'm close to.
Got it.
Yeah, and also spend more time with my parents and family.
Nice.
Yeah, time is limited. Yeah, so that's
it.
That's something that I want to do for sure in 2025.
With that,
okay, yeah. I don't like you just keep reminding me the Instagram reel or whatever. I don't watch TikTok, but yeah, Instagram for sure. Okay, with that.
What is that? You're saying that.
Okay.
Comes to the end.
In the very last, we would like to show our gratitude for everyone who listened to this podcast.
I appreciate.
We just launched this podcast in August. But I around us there are a couple people who directly send us message and told us how influenced they were after listening to the shows and everything, and that is something that is the best thing that happened after launching our channel.
Yeah.
And it's not like I think one of our purpose to give a lot of inspiration to people who listen to this channel, but at the same time we are also inspired too.
Exactly.
In the same level.
We learned a lot.
Yeah.
We got inspired a lot.
Yeah, a lot by the guests or also like the people who listen to this this channel, and they send us DM and comments and whatever. So I just want to say thank you so much for listening to our episodes, and hopefully we can create something special together.
Yep.
Yep.
Next year gonna be big year. for slow starters.
Well, I mean, yeah,
we gotta grow our channel for sure.
that's our main. That's one of our purpose. But then I think our biggest purpose is to learn,
To learn and
to
enjoy.
learn and inspired by
Yeah.
all together. Yeah. So together with each
Okay.
other. Yeah. So thank you
With
so
that-
much for okay. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope your 2024 was something special, and then 2025 will even a better year for all of us,
For sure.
each one of us. So thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you, or I see you, or I talk to you. I'll see you in 2025. Have a great year.
See you
Have
in
a great, amazing New Year's.
2025. Ciao, ciao.
Bye. Arigato.
3, 2, 1.
Slow
Slow
starters.
starters.
Bye.